10-3. DeAndre Swift. Look at this. Woo! 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 Go, baby, go! He just averaged, though. He just averaged. Woo! Yeah, one of the floor players said that DeAndre Swift was an average running back. You just covered him like you do an average running back. That's what he said. Look at that. Slang it. Slang it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, you almost caught that, man. Almost caught that. Crazy. Let's go. Look at this. Ooh. Bad call. Here we go with the bad calls. Here we go. What we got? What we got? 1 minute to go. Georgia knocking on the door on the 24-yard line. Excuse me. Oh, Harry got took down behind the line. Lost by one. Damian, don't make me tear that comment apart, sir. I don't want to embarrass you like that. Because I actually know the rule. I'll break it down for you if you need me to. There's a reason why that call was not confirmed nor overturned. It just stood. What's up, Bryant? Look at this. Here we go. 3rd and 10. Georgia's going to kick a field goal right here if we don't get it. We'll probably take a shot at the end zone. Yeah, free play. Free play. False start. Yeah, that's a false start. He jumped, snapped the ball. Good job, center. Good job. I guess that wasn't offsides either. Woo! That was not a catch. It hit the ground, and he did not have control. Yes. Yes, it did. Yes, he did. And that's why the play stood. By the way, we get to watch it in slow-mo. When they watch the replay, they can't do it in slow-mo. They have to do it in real time. That's why the play stood. See, I bet you didn't know that. So you're over there jumping up and down about a call, and you have to understand those referees have to watch that replay in real time. They cannot put it in slow-mo. They can put multiple screens up and watch it from multiple angles at the same time, but they cannot do it in slow motion. Pickens? Yeah, he's a beast, man. Oh, Pickens County. That wasn't a catch. I could care less about what you're trying to say. I tell you what, Damian, feel free to go be a referee and then go get the job where you work in a replay booth, and then you can correct these kind of problems if you're really that upset about it.
Georgia has declined the option for the 10-second runoff. The clock will start on the snap.
Front row. Just kick the field goal, man. 3rd and 6. Let's see what happens. What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? Come on. Come on. Throw it. He's going to get sacked. Just throw it away. Just throw it away.
Catch it!
Ah! Just overthrown. Golly. He laid out for it, too. He almost got it. We're just going to get the field goal right here. He had a ton of time, too. What's going on, Nicholas? The ball can move after it comes off the ground, which is what happened. Go back and watch the play, guys. He had the ball pinned against his chest. It touched the ground. As he continued to roll, it came off the ground, and it was solely on his chest. Then he let go to reposition and re-grab the ball and reasserted possession after he rolled over. Simple as that.
I'm not sure why we're fussing about that when it's not going to go back. They're not going to take it away.
Oh, just Florida fans over here complaining. Dan Muller is going to be put up before halftime speech. I'm slow, huh? I don't care. The announcers are not referees. The announcers do not work for the NCAA. The announcers work for a television station. Jeez.
I think they'll be fine.
Somebody needs to move for preparation H.
The ball can, yes, you are right, Reasonable Gump. The ball cannot move when it touches the ground. But if you watch that in real time, which is what they have to do, you watch that in real time, it's really, really hard to determine whether or not that ball touched the ground and whether or not it moved once he did. Go back and watch it in real speed. They put it in slow-mo for us. They watch the replay in real time. Sorry your feelings are hurt. Sorry you don't agree with the call. But that's the way it's checked. Sorry. They don't slow it down for that. It didn't look like a catch to you, Damian, because you didn't want him to catch it. Sorry, you slap a different jersey, 2 different teams on the field, you'll look at that and you'll go, I don't know, it could go either way, and that's why the play stood. Sorry. Clemson pulling off the upset at Wofford. What's going on, Dennis? I'm watching here. So, yeah. Crazy. Seems like Trash can't ever get sacked. He got sacked earlier. They've been really close to getting him several times. Blinky with the kick. It's good. Woo, man. Well, I'm not talking about you, Reasonable Gump. I'm talking about Damien.
What do you know? Just checking my State Farm app.
Well, I have an app. Can he pay bills and track claims?
He doesn't have an app.
Hey, man, I'm just excited about the game. Cut me some slack, man. So, Radiant Noah, to address what you're saying there, if you've noticed, they've started to, DeAndre Swift has started to kind of punch through that line a little better than he has when he started out the game. So that's what you're seeing right now. What's up, Jordan Davis? Go Dogs. Somebody asked what's going on with the offense. Georgia's just running a methodical game plan right now. That's all. What's up, Brian? Matt Lanner has allocated Steve the dude out. Hey, man, he's made some catches. All right, as soon as we get to halftime here. This game's ugly. I don't know if it's ugly so much as that it's just conservative paced. So here goes Blinky on the kickoff as soon as he kicks it out again. Bloop. And it is. Is he going to run? He is going to return it. Let's see what he does with it. Oh, running to a pack of dogs. Lucky about the 18-yard line. Nice. Who's coming up? Okay, good. We're doing just fine. The biggest problem we got to do is we got to shut down Pitts, man. That Pitts guy, their tight end, that guy can play, man. Golly, that guy's an athlete. Yeah, Florida's third down defense and offense is pretty rough right now. I'm sure they'll make some adjustments. So they nailed it out. They didn't want to take a chance on making a mistake. That's fine. All right, so let's go here in the kitchen real quick, and then we'll kind of. Willie Taggart should get fired. Willie Taggart should have been fired after the day they hired him. He's terrible. All right, so here's what we're going to do real quick. Let me get set up because I normally go downstairs. I just don't feel like going downstairs right now. So let's see if that works. Okay, so here's what's going on. Georgia's defense is playing lights out. Florida's offense is struggling. Seems like Georgia's defensive line is kind of getting some penetration into the backfield, which is making Trask a little bit uncomfortable. It's making him overthrow. Now, he has made some really, really good passes, but it also appears that Dan Mullen has completely given up on the run game. They've had a couple of decent runs, but for the most part, it's been shut down. A couple of penalties from Florida has really shot him in the foot a couple of times. Georgia's had an opportunity to get a touchdown twice, and we threw it away. Had to settle for field goals. Florida's playing pretty good on defense. Stopping the run for the most part of the first half. The second part of the first half, later in the first half, I should say, Georgia really appears to be starting that run and starting to open up. So you can start to see, you're going to see that start to happen more in the second half. They said UGA couldn't pass. I was doing a better job through the air than the ground. Well, the pass was incomplete. Sure, Greg, it was incomplete. Go argue with the refs, man. Let's see if they'll bring it back and start that quarter over. missed calls and drop passes. They call a catch also is hurting us. Listen, guys, it ain't just one play that's hurting you guys. It's not just Georgia that's hurting you. You're lucky that he hasn't. I mean, what's the reason? Then help me out on this. What was the reason for 3rd and 25? Because that had nothing to do with Georgia. One of the big problems that Florida's got right now is penalties are killing them. Penalties are killing you guys. Your penalties are pushing you back. The score's not that far on the scoreboard off from what everybody predicted. If you guys have picked up a touchdown, I mean, you'd be right there in it. But if the game continues at this pace, it's going to end up about 28-17. Florida only rushing 3 on 3rd downs. Because every time that they've tried to rush 5 on 3rd downs, Georgia has stood them up. Georgia has absolutely stood them up on 3rd down. Georgia can't keep trying to run it through the middle. Let's get it on the outside. Well, Freddie G in the second half they're starting to get there. Go Dogs. We are playing leagues and miles better than the offense than the last few weeks. Also, hey, Brett. Thanks, man. Florida fans have no room to complain about calls. The one thing I will say is that at least they're letting on both sides now. They're letting the wide receivers and they're letting the cornerbacks, they're letting them fight it out. They're letting those guys play ball. Unless it's really blatant. I think there's been one PI the whole time. Greg, are we going to argue about that one catch, dude, the whole game? Is that what we're going to do? Are we going to argue about how one bad call, if that's what you want to call it, one bad call cost y'all the entire game? No, it happened early on in the game, and you still only got 3 points on the board. That one pass is not going to change the outcome of this game. If it was the last minute and there was a hold punching a ball through on the goal line and it didn't get called, yes, by all means, get upset about that. But that, you might as well let that go. Yeah, I probably would be. But then I'd also have to look at the scoreboard and go, well, that one catch, they made one catch, but that ain't got a thing to do with our offense. That's all on the defense. LSU, we're coming for you in the SEC championship. The call actually led Georgia to a touchdown. Georgia's only touchdown, just for the record. Yes, it did. But what about all the other plays that happened? All the other plays that happened that they didn't stop us. Those matter too. So you're going to get good calls. You're going to get bad calls. I don't think it was a bad call. I think that was the right call. When you watch that as a bang-bang play.
The announcer just said that Florida can get upset about that catch all they want, but they are their own worst enemy at this point in the game. So it doesn't matter how much you fuss. Yeah. Go buy some Preparation H and get over it.
Couldn't have said it better myself. So, all right, Reasonable Gump. All the possessions that Florida's had up until this point, why have they not put any points on the board? Even if you take that touchdown away from Georgia, it's highly likely Georgia still would have got a field goal. It'd be 9-3. So now what's your argument? You still be losing. I don't know what to tell you. Georgia's outplaying us, but that was not a catch, period. Well, you can fuss about it, man, but I'm telling you, as a bang-bang play, when you watch that in real time, and if they have to have indisputable video proof to overturn it, and when you watch it as a bang-bang play, it's not there. Sorry. It balances out. Are you trying to say bounces out? Didn't bounce. Oh, it balances out. Yeah. I mean, there's bad play calls in every game. Is what it is. UJ is already starting to wear them down. If you were watching the last couple of plays there, Georgia's run game was starting to punch holes in there, so it's going to get there eventually. What's happened to this point is that Georgia's offense has been able to throw the ball enough to get them to open up the run game. So it is what it is. Cager and Fromm have a relationship. Yep. LSU will beat Alabama and Georgia. Maybe. We'll see. Isaac Rivas says 31-10. All we need to do is shut Pitts down. Pitts has been their go-to guy so far, and they've done a really good job coming up with a game plan for him. That guy's been all over the field. Georgia can't seem to find a way to stop him. They're playing some outstanding tight end passing plays, but unfortunately, it's just not enough overall. Their running game is completely stagnated. Who's that? Hey, Boogie. You got all your doggies. All right. Yeah. You want to come up? All right, come on. There you go. Up. Say hi. Hi.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. You gotta see Mom. Here you go. Go see Mom. That's my hero right there. They should put 3 SEC championships. They should put 3 SEC teams in. Salty dog. I do not want LSU to win the West. I want Georgia to play Alabama and beat them. I agree with that too. I got some sugar ants or something that's come inside. We got a lot of rain here the other day. What's the odds of Georgia wins today? We'll see another Alabama-Georgia game. Pretty good. Carson Hollis says go Dogs. Radiant Noah says go Dogs. Jordan Davis is in here. Typical Gamer 202 is in here. Says go Bucks. Roman Soldier says she's an Alabama fan. Hey, Brett. No, she's a Georgia fan. If you catch a ball immediately hitting the ground, the ball immediately hit the ground, the play is over. He caught the ball. The play was nothing matters what happens. The play is over. Nothing matters. Not, yeah, I guess so. War Eagle, but go Dogs today. Thank you, Carson. Georgia will win today, but we will lose to Bama. I don't know. Georgia's defense has been playing lights out, man. We got to score a touchdown. It should be 21-3 right now. It will, but we get the ball in the start of the second half. Hold on. Get out of the refrigerator.
Get out of the refrigerator. Go see Mom.
All right, come on. All right, come on. We're going up. Yeah, you tell them. You say go Dogs. Woof, woof, woof. Bama's not beating LSU. Are y'all good? We'll see. This is what it is. A little dog Brett. Oh, this is my buddy right here. Oh man, hate to hear that, James, man. Yeah, we'll get you a win, buddy. Don't worry about it. Doesn't matter when you're Florida, your offense has 3 points. Jeez, dude. Jeez. Why is all my Bama fans so mad at Georgia today? I don't know, man.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. You want to see Mom? You see Mom? You see Mom? Whew. Yeah. Condolences, my man, James Willoughby. Hate to hear that, man. But Dogs are going to get you a win today. Hold on. Let me see. Let me see what Reasonable Gump says. He's always on here. I'm not here trying to make excuses for Florida. They are playing awful and deserve to be criticized for this pathetic effort, but I can still recognize when one team gets a huge break. It is what it is. Greg, so is Georgia. Disney Dogs need to calm down. Bearded Dog says, so are we, Greg. Bama's scared of UGA. I don't think so. I don't think they got it. I don't think so. It's dangerous for Tua. I don't care about that call. It could have went either way and it would still be 9-3. That is correct. My wife is, what is this? That's messed up, honey. It's also true. LSU gonna smoke Bama. I don't know about that. That's a tough call. So anyway, I'm finna get back to the game. The pass was not dropped, sir. Bama's not scared. No reason for him to be. There's some sarcasm. I like it. Where's Artie Clay at? Where's this other guy? I think his name was Robert Martin. Was just all in the comment section. Just, oh man, it was. I'm trying to tell him. I was like, man, you don't understand. You're not paying attention. Florida should have lost to Kentucky, but the refs helped them. Yeah, that's what it is. Now Georgia's first half team. Our offense is a first half team most of the time when we're playing elite teams. But from so far what I've seen, I don't see an elite team that we're playing. Is what it is. Georgia versus Alabama. Georgia versus Alabama, round 3. We'll see. Betting against us is very stupid. That is true, Bryant. Clemson is wearing purple. It is. I told my daughter the same thing. I was like, that looks ridiculous. We got to double up on that tiny. We got to do something, man. I don't care if you have to go out there and Captain Insano powerbomb him. We got to take that guy out of the game. That guy's killing us. Y'all's right guard needs a Grammy for that act. Clemson's conference is a joke. Hey, man, how about on the first drive, Florida goes out there, uses 2 timeouts, and gets caught. Oh, my, it was terrible. I don't know what was going on down there. Pitts is legit. That guy's going to play on Sundays. I guarantee it, man. I guarantee it. Yeah. All right, guys, I'm going to jump off. I got to give you something to drink, get back to the game. We'll see you guys at the end of the game. Thanks so much for tuning in. God bless. See you later, Gators. Go Dogs.